Of course, we have paid attention to the media reports which, without quoting any official sources, contain the information you mentioned, about decision by the Biden administration to allow Ukraine to strike targets inside Russia with long-range missiles. The position of the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, and the position of the Russian side has been clearly and unequivocally formulated by the head of our state in his statement made in St. Petersburg, on September 12, 2024. If such a decision has been made and conveyed to the Kyiv regime, then this means a qualitatively new round of the escalation of tension. This is also a qualitatively new situation from the standpoint of U.S. involvement in this conflict. So far, there are only reports in the Western media. But it is obvious that the outgoing administration in Washington intends, as they said earlier, to continue adding fuel to the fire and further provoke escalation of tension around this conflict. President Putin has already explained that it is not Ukraine who would deliver these long-range missile strikes. These strikes are delivered by the countries who grant permission to do so. This is because the target acquisition and related operations are not performed by the Ukrainian military. This is done by the professional militaries from those Western countries. And this radically changes the modality of their involvement in the conflict. The danger and provocative character of this situation lies here.
It is not about allowing the Ukrainian regime to strike Russia with these weapons or not. It is about making a decision about whether NATO countries are directly involved in the military conflict or not. If this decision is made, it will mean nothing less than the direct participation of NATO countries, the United States, and European countries in the war in Ukraine. This is their direct participation. And this, of course, significantly changes the very essence, the very nature of the conflict. This will mean that NATO countries, the United States, and European countries are fighting Russia. And if this is so, then, bearing in mind the change in the very essence of this conflict, we will make appropriate decisions based on the threats that will be created for us.